welcome back to my channel, The Math Professor. Today we are solving a trigonometric identities question, and the question is, if cos to the power 4a over cos square b plus sine to the power 4a over sine square b equals 1, then prove that sine to the power 4a plus sine to the power 4b equals 2 times sine square a times sine square b. And we will approach this problem by breaking down what is given into smaller pieces. So let's get started without wasting much time. Given that cos to the power 4a over cos square b plus sine to the power 4a over sine square b equals 1. And we know that sine square a plus cos square a equals 1, or sine square b plus cos square b equals 1. That means the right-hand side can be written as sine square a plus cos square a. The next step, we'll try to bring all sine terms on one side and cos terms on one side. So we will get cos to the power 4a over cos square b minus cos square a equals sine square a minus sine to the power 4a over sine square b. And now we can take LCM on both sides. So we'll get cos to the power 4a minus cos square a times cos square b over cos square b equals sine square a times sine square b minus sine to the power 4a over sine square b. And on the left-hand side, you can take out cos square a common in the numerator. So you'll get cos square a minus cos square b divided by cos square b equals, on the right-hand side, you can take sine square a common in the numerator. So you'll get sine square b minus sine square a over sine square b. The left-hand side is cos square a times cos square a minus cos square b over cos square b. But the right-hand side is in terms of sine. So we will try to convert the right-hand side as well in terms of cos, and which can be done by using the identity that sine square x is same as 1 minus cos square x. So we have, and the right-hand side is sine square a over sine square b times, and if we change the terms inside the bracket in terms of cos, we'll get 1 minus cos square b minus 1 minus cos square a, which can further be written as sine square a over sine square b times cos square a minus cos square b. And the left-hand side remains the same. So cos square a times cos square a minus cos square b over cos square b. And now if we bring all the terms on one side, we will get cos square a minus cos square b common. And we'll have cos square a over cos square b minus sine square a over sine square b equals 0. So you have x times y equals 0. So you can write x equals 0 and y equals 0. So by doing that, we'll get cos square a minus cos square b equals 0, or cos square a over cos square b minus sine square a over sine square b equals 0. So from the first part, we will get cos square a equals cos square b. And from the second one, we will get cos square a over cos square b equals sine square a over sine square b. Simplifying it further, we will get cos square a times sine square b equals cos square b times sine square a. So here we can change it. So here we can try to eliminate either sine or cos. So if I write cos square as 1 minus sine square a, and on the other side, if I write cos square b as 1 minus sine square b, and we try to simplify, we'll get sine square b minus sine square a times sine square b equals sine square a minus sine square a times sine square b, and we can cancel out minus sine square a sine square b on both sides. So we'll be left with sine square a equals sine square b. So we got two results. One is sine square a equals sine square b, and cos square a equals cos square b. But we wanted to prove that sine to the power 4a plus sine to the power 4b equals 2 times sine square a times sine square b. And now it will be very easy. Starting with the left-hand side, which is sine to the power 4a plus sine to the power 4b. And now we know that sine square a equals sine square b. That means sine to the power 4a is same as sine to the power 4b. So we can write sine to the power 4a plus sine to the power 4a, or 2 sine to the power 4a, and which can be broken down into 2 sine square a times sine square a, and we know that sine square a is same as sine square b, so 2 sine square a times sine square b, and that is your right hand side. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you.